Jelly Roll's name is synonymous with tattoos, but it turns out the country superstar isn't crazy about all of his ink. If you've ever wondered what he might look like with virgin skin, keep watching. In case you missed it, Jelly Roll has spoken on several occasions about why he wishes he'd thought twice about a number of his tattoos. For example, when Odyssey asked if he regretted any of his body art in a 2023 interview, he didn't hold back, saying, "Oh, 96% of them." A few months later, he felt the same. In fact, it seemed he actually felt even more regret while speaking to GQ.
I regret 98% of these tattoos, 97%, almost all of them.
Part of that feeling comes down to the tattoos themselves. As the performer went on to explain to the outlet, the biggest issue was that many of the tats didn't even mean anything to him anymore. He explained,
Like core philosophies I rooted my life in when I was 17, and now at 40, I'm like, what the was I thinking?
He shared the same sentiment in an interview with Access Hollywood as well.
Man, I got some of these when I was like 14. I had no business picking lifelong tattoos at 14.
If you've ever wondered what Jelly Roll would look like without all that body art, look no further. Examining our peek at his face without tattoos, we can say Jelly Roll looks remarkably different, though his cheerful smile is still very much intact. That said, even if he did have a clean slate, we have no doubts the singer would do it all over again. And that's not just us guessing. He's actually said that himself. Speaking to GQ, Jelly Roll explained that while he isn't thrilled with the tattoos he has today, he'd be more than happy to start over with a better tattoo artist.
If I could do it all over again, I'd have went from the tip of my finger to the back of my head, but I'd have got with the best artist on earth and took my time.
Of course, a younger Jelly Roll simply didn't have the resources for that. In fact, as he joked in his interview with GQ, while he knew of incredibly talented tattoo artists he could have gone to while in prison, he simply couldn't afford to work with them.
Couldn't even afford them then. When they were 2 packs of cigarettes, I only had a can of coffee.
In light of that, he advised anyone considering tattoos to save up as much as they could and to really respect the artistry of tattoos rather than go for a quick fix. It's also worth noting that, while Jelly Roll doesn't stand by many of his early tattoos, and he wishes he could have got some of them done by better artists, he does appreciate the meanings behind some of them. For starters, he told Good Morning America that the larger cross on one of his cheeks is the favorite of his face tats. Speaking to GQ, he gave a little insight as to why that was.
Understanding that I need to bear my own cross, I need to carry my own cross, as the good book says, so that was kind of a constant reminder.
Jelly Roll also has a soft spot for his forehead tattoo. In his interview with GQ, Jelly Roll explained that his wife, Bunny XO, had the lyric, "Married a Music Man" tattooed on her leg. And because he realized the vast majority of his own tattoos reflected his past rather than his present, he decided to have Music Man tattooed on his forehead. Time will tell if Jelly Roll ever decides to remove any of his tattoos and redo them with better artists and his current philosophies. Perhaps our mock-up of his tattoo-free face may even serve as inspiration. What can we say except, you're welcome?